go. And then the topper. Whoa. Yeah. Got it. Oh, Mario. Want to know what we're all about. Allen for three. Got it. 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to free throw line there. KD gonna rear back. Fire! He just gets it in the middle for the win. Unbelievable! Bosh back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Movement is important to me because particular movements have always been involved in my life for as long as I can remember. To me, movement is all about being in control and performing an action that at that specific point in time is important and necessary to me. As a sports person, my movements mainly involve certain actions, being running, jumping and kicking. Movement to me is more than just the action itself. The lead up and preparation to a certain movement is also vital in an everyday context and as a sporting one. The way we breathe, the way we set up prior to performing a particular action all affects the outcome of the movements that we do.
When I move, I feel it is an expression of myself. When I move, all my problems that aren't looking me in the face just simply dissolve away into oblivion. When I move, it is tough, physical, fast, and requires a great mental presence. When I go out and play basketball, there are many different factors that determine my movements. The players I play with and against limit and control what I can do as a player. I can be the dominant force that rules the inside area, or I can be that quiet guy that goes about setting up others to succeed. However, my movements aren't just limited to one sport. I enjoy engaging in a wide range of sports that require different movements and different skills. I believe this is a good example of what movement means. Not something that is defined by one action, but something that defines actions.
Jordan a drive, hangs, fires, scores! He scores! The Bulls lead 87-86. Oh my!
The jump shot in the game of basketball can be one of the most valuable moves a player can have in their arsenal.
It is a movement that displays total control. When performed correctly at the right time, it can give the player the ability to rise up over the defender, possibly sink that game-winning shot that will stun everybody.
I know for me as a player, when that ball is released from my hands and it feels good, looks good, and makes that beautiful swishing sound as it goes through the rim, there is nothing better. It creates a feeling of total control that is second to none.
Emotion can play a big part in a game of basketball. If a shot is off by as little as 1 degree from the release point, it can mean the ball can completely miss the rim. We have all experienced those feelings when we perform a movement or action that creates this happiness inside us. But to create that with a jump shot in basketball is a little harder than you may think. If we take a look at this video of a player shooting in the gym, we can see all the different movements that are made during the shot. At first glance, shooting basketball looks really simple. Well, it isn't. It is a series of little movements that all contribute to creating a movement that is very simple to learn but very hard to master. After many hours of performing jump shots and other shooting styles, players start to develop what is called muscle memory. This is where the muscle works without conscious input from the brain, meaning that the muscles in a player's body remember the movements made, using the muscle for the next it is needed. A player that has developed good muscle memory will constantly shoot the ball in the same manner and achieve the same result. This enforces the old coach's saying of play how you train. Most shots begin with the player in a 3-point stance. This is a stance that allows the ball carrier to pass, dribble or shoot from. The ball starts in the pocket, which is around the hip on the side of the shooting hand. We see flexion at the knees. This gives the player the power to jump up. As they are on the rise, we see the ball brought up and extended out through the elbow and shoulders. Strong hand or shooting hand controls the ball and puts all the force behind it. The weak hand is simply used for support and minimal assistance in accuracy and falls away from the ball after the ball is released at the top of the jump.
As a player, when that shot is released from the hand, you immediately know the ball is going in or not. This is linked to the muscle memory in the body.
The time and effort that is put in by professional athletes to try and perfect such a simple movement such as a jump shot is incredible. They invest hundreds of hours every year to try and become the greatest shooter there ever was. So when the little 15-year-old boy from the country school hits that game-winning shot for his team, it makes him feel invincible, like he is on cloud 9 and one of the best there ever was.
We're gonna skate to one song only.
Yeah, so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me.